Hi, welcome to another episode of What's With That? Today I want to talk about a topic that I also recently talked about, sort of. I took my puppy to get her spayed about a week ago, exactly a week ago, and she's been getting really sick, vomiting, having really bad diarrhea, even though we're feeding her a whole lot less than what we did before she got the surgery. And she's just been really sick, kind of not wanting to move very much until like right now. But when I left after picking her up, they gave me a list of things that might happen, and if they do, we need to call them if it persisted. Ooh. So the list said diarrhea, vomiting, loss of appetite, not drinking water, which she's doing. She's drinking water, but she's got diarrhea, she's got vomiting. Not really a lack of appetite. She is kind of lethargic. She sleeps a lot. And also if there was any swelling or redness at the surgery site. So she's been swelling really badly, and she has been since the day we brought her home, and it's been really red, and she's been bleeding and oozing and all that lovely stuff, and it looks like her stitches are like tearing out of her. I'll show you that right now. That's where it's oozing out and all gross and stuff. So anyways, I called him up, I think it was yesterday, and was like, look, this has been going on for a while. Actually, Kelly, my girlfriend, called them up and said she's had diarrhea, she's been vomiting, she's lethargic, she's not doing anything, she's bleeding, her stitches look like they're about to rip out, and blah, blah, blah. And they said, okay, well, we'll make an appointment, bring her in tomorrow. And Kelly called me back and I said, well, how much is it going to cost anything? And she says, well, they didn't say. And I'm like, okay, I'll call him back and find out. So I call him, I'm like, look, she has all these symptoms, I know Kelly talked to you. And they said, yeah, we don't think it has anything to do with the surgery. I'm like, what do you mean it has nothing to do with the surgery? She's been having the symptoms since like the day of the surgery. I mean, how is it not to do with the surgery? They said, well, bring her in, and if we feel that it has something to do with the surgery, then we won't charge you for it, but I don't think it's part of the surgery. And I'm like, okay, as soon as I bring her in, they're going to say this has nothing to do with the surgery, so that they don't lose out on the $50 for the appointment on top of like the cost of medication and all this when they screwed up, or I mean, it has something to do with the surgery in the first place. I mean, that doesn't sound right to me, because if it did have something to do with the surgery, they wouldn't charge us for the medication and they wouldn't charge us for the appointment. And I'm just like, well, that doesn't make sense, because you're going to tell me that it has nothing to do with the appointment anyway. So why should I bother bringing her in why should I bother bringing her to you if you're just going to tell me it has nothing to do with the surgery? I'd rather go somewhere else, pay half that price, and be told the truth that it did have to do with the surgery. I mean, hello? And so when I was talking to her, I was like, you know what, just cancel the appointment we make. I'm going to take her somewhere else, somewhere where they won't have a biased opinion. And if they do tell me that it does have to do with the surgery, I'll be bringing the bill back to the place that we took her to get the surgery, and I'll be having them pay for the medication as well. And if they refuse, then I don't know how far I'll take it, but I'm not happy about it at all, and neither is my girlfriend, and neither is my puppy, obviously. I mean, she's not herself, and they tried to tell me that she had diarrhea and vomiting because she gotten into something. I'm like, she's been locked in a bathroom with nothing around except for a bowl of water for the past week. We feed her twice a day, less than a cup of food each time. So she gets maybe a cup and a half of food total throughout the day, if that. And a bowl of water, and that's it. And it's bottled water, so she can't say that it has anything to do with our water. So, I mean, then she's like, well, maybe she got into the trash. I'm like, no, we don't leave the trash in there with the dog. We don't leave anything in this bathroom because our laundry room is kind of off the bathroom. So she kind of just chills in the laundry room and sleeps all day. And I mean, there's nothing for her to get into. So I'm like, no, there's no way she's gotten into anything. I mean, how are they going to determine anyways, like, if she had gotten into something, which is impossible, how could they say, oh, well, she got into something over the surgery? They said to bring in a poop sample. And I mean, like, yeah, okay. But poop sample's not going to say whether it was surgery. So they're automatically going to say, well, it has nothing to do with the surgery. So I'm taking her somewhere else. And if you have any advice for me, like, what else I could do, like, if this other veterinarian says that it does have to do with her surgery, is there any way I can force this other place to pay for the appointment and the medication if there was malpractice or something? Yeah, that's my question to you guys. So let me know, and I will see you later. Bye.